to another Everything EVs video. Today you join me with our 2019 Jaguar I-Pace EV400 HSE. We're going to be doing a charging test. So we'll go ahead and get plugged in here. All right, we've got it plugged in. We're at 11% now, only pulling 77 kilowatts. That'll slowly walk its way up to around 80. The I-Pace only holds its 80 plus up to around 100, under 10%, and then it just drops. It's definitely older technology, but it is what it is. Let's hop in the car and take a look at the new Better Route Planner. So, on a trip and using the new Better Route Planner, version 5, which will give us a lot more live data with the OBD. So you can see we're at 13% now, 393 volts. The I-Pace is actually a fairly high voltage car for being 400 volts. We're at, close to 10% and almost 400 volts. Pulling 77.6. Our battery's at 90.5. Let's turn the AC off here. No. We don't want that. That'll slow us down because it'll split the AC between cooling the battery and cooling us, and we don't want that. Not sure about this degradation here, how accurate that really is. I don't think we're at 7%. Haven't really noticed that. But we'll see what happens with the battery temperature and kind of go from there. All right, we're at 18%. We've already hit 400 volts. And we're just starting to touch that 80 kilowatt charging. These are the new Ford Pass stations. So far working pretty good. Here at Reineke Ford in Findlay. When we got here, there was a Honda charging on the left unit here. So I tried to charge on the right unit. It wouldn't accept the card. It wouldn't even read any cards. The people here at the Ford dealership brought a Lightning over to see if they could get it working. It worked with their RFID tag, but it would not work with card payment. But they did whatever they could to at least try and help us get it working. But the Honda left shortly after that, so I was able to get over here. These units can do 2 vehicles at once, but it splits it right down the middle. It splits the modules in half. All right, we're at 25% now, pulling 81 kilowatts. Battery's up to 95 degrees Fahrenheit. As we approach 30% and almost 100 degrees Fahrenheit on the battery, cooling has finally kicked on. I don't know why Jaguar waits so long to ramp up the cooling on these LG packs, but the Ford dealership here currently has 2 stations, as I showed you, but they provisioned for 4. So they're got another spot here and another spot over here for another pedestal. So hopefully soon they'll have 4 stations installed. Let's walk around the car here and see where we're at. We're at 31% and doing 81 kilowatts, the charger says. All right, we're at 41%, pulling 82 kilowatts, 413 volts on the pack. So far we've dispensed 26 kilowatt hours, almost 27. Let's see what temperature the pack's at. Pack is at 101.3 Fahrenheit. I'd like to add that I've noticed on Better Outplanners numbers here that 81 kilowatt, that must be what's going into the pack, because if we look over at the charger, you really can't see it from here, but it's pulling 82.4 from the charger, so the 80.9 must be what's going into the pack. Rest is losses and going towards cooling. Cooling's doing all right now, but it's definitely not ripping. I don't even think the compressor's running. I don't feel any vibration. I think it's only fans. But sometimes only fans is all you need. All right, we're down to 77 kilowatts, 78 kilowatts at 47%. It started to derate. I suppose that's typical from what I've seen. I've seen it, wait until 50-ish% before it starts going down, but 48%, 77 kilowatts going in. I guess that's not too bad. It says we're at 416 volts and we've dispensed 32 kilowatt hours so far. I'm guessing the pack's probably still around that 100 degrees. Yeah, we're at 102 on the pack. But so far, so good. While we're sitting here charging, I want to go ahead and see what a Better Route Planner will say for our trip tomorrow. So let's see, where do we want to go? Let's go to Miller Ferry. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. We're going to Put-in-Bay tomorrow, and that's where we pick up the ferry to get over to it. So and then let's add waypoint and my position to come back here. Plan. Let's see what it says. So it looks like it says we need to charge up. It knows where, oh, there. It knows we're at a charging station. Don't know why I didn't notice that before. But it knows we're at a charging station, so it says we need to get up to 72% to make it up there and back tomorrow. Of course, it'll be a little bit different tomorrow because of the different weather. Right now, it's decent out, but who knows what it'll be tomorrow, what the wind will be like. So we're doing a 10 to 80 charging test anyways right now. So looks like that 80% will be more than enough. We may even go a little bit longer. Or we'll stop at 80 here. There's across over there, you can't see it here, but there's a new Hyundai dealership. The new dealership has 2 Blink stations, and Blink, terrible, I know, but it's their new high-powered stations. I think they're rated at 200 kilowatt, I'm not sure. Not sure if they're online yet, but we'll stop over there on the way back to the hotel from here and see if they're working. But let's check, see where we're at on our current charging session. Live data. So it's holding on. We're at 55%, pulling 77 kilowatts into the battery. Dispenser says we're pulling 79. So the rest of that's going to losses and cooling. 422 volts at 56%. Like I said, for a 400 volt car, that's pretty high, especially at our SOC right now. Battery has, I can't remember what the last temperature was, but it's holding there good. But this was our consumption up here, 348 watt hours per mile. That was based off of our driving. The car says we were getting like 370 watt hour per mile, so I'm not sure what to believe. But we'll just keep on charging here and keep chugging away. All right, we are at 59%. We just had another power drop. Come on, focus. Focus, there you go. We're down to 69 kilowatts now, 423 volts. We've dispensed 40.7 kilowatt hours. All right, we're at 64% now, and we just dropped down to 60 kilowatts. It's a little bit earlier than I usually see it, but not horrible. You know, this vehicle's older technology, nothing like the new ones. As you have seen or will see, we also have a 2022 Kia EV6 rear-wheel drive long-range GT line, and that thing is an absolute charging monster. It'll hold 230-ish kilowatts, or even a little bit better, up until 54% every single time when you're connected onto a dispenser that can deliver that. And it'll stay at almost 200 kilowatts to 80-something percent, and it's just a charging monster. Every charging stop's 15 minutes or less. And we're here with the old Jag. We've been here 34 minutes, and we've delivered 45 kilowatt hours, and we're only at 66%. We could have charged the EV6 from 10 to 90 twice by now. But that's just what you get with these older cars. Technology is advancing faster and faster all the time. Who knows where we'll be at in another 2 years. All right, we're at 71%, and we are down to 50 kilowatts now. 430 volts, battery temperature is holding strong. Still pulling OnlyFans. Don't know how it's keeping the battery like that, with it being 80 degrees outside and running OnlyFans while DC fast charging, but it's doing it, and it's keeping the battery in check. But we'll keep on going to at least 80% here so we can finish our test, and then we'll head over to the Hyundai dealer over that way and see if those new blink stations are online and if they're working and what their power output is, and so on. All right, we're getting ready to unplug here soon. 79%, and we just dropped to 41 kilowatts. According to Better Route Planner app, 40 is going to the battery, 1.6 is going to cooling and losses. But as soon as we hit 79, it dropped. There we are. We're at 80% now. 434 volts at 80%. 96 amps, and then we have delivered 55 kilowatt hours in 46 minutes. 46 minutes, 10 to 80. That's terrible nowadays, and unacceptable nowadays. And they're still selling this car. 2024, I believe, is the last model year. But how are you selling an $80,000+ car in 2024? It takes 46 minutes to go from 10 to 80. It's just, I don't get it. But hopefully Jaguar, with their new rebranding, going all electric, hopefully we'll see some 800 volt cars with monster charging speeds, and they can turn things around, but only time will tell. So we're going to let it go here for a few more minutes, and then we're going to unplug, go over to the Hyundai dealer, and see if those blink stations are working. Be awesome if they are working. They're right across the street from our hotel where we're staying for the next 4 days, so I could go over there and plug in, walk back to the hotel while she charges up. But we'll get unplugged here, and you'll join me over there. I think we're done here. 84%. I'm pulling 40 kilowatts still, but it's more than enough what we need for tomorrow. And if not, there's places between here and there we can stop at in a pinch. So let's go ahead and get unplugged, head over to the Hyundai dealer, and see if those blink chargers are working. All right, let's pull into the Hyundai dealer here and see if these new blink chargers are online yet or not. Does it look like they're online? Let's see if they're online or not. It says they're online, so let's go ahead and plug in and see what happens. Well, like in good old blink fashion, the stations aren't working, can't get it to activate, which is unfortunate. But it is what it is, I guess. Well, thank you for watching another Everything EVs video. Hope you enjoyed it. I know it's just a technical video, but if you would be kind enough to subscribe to the channel, it really does help us out. And stay tuned for future videos. We have a 2, maybe 3-part road trip series with the EV6 coming up, so stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.